Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and welcome back to some more Stationeers on Vulcan. So in the previous episode, we may or may not have died. Essentially, I backed into a locker damaged suit. I did actually make it into our hydroponics bin, but unfortunately the damage was already done and I passed out. Theoretically, I should have been able to revive myself. So yeah, I don't know if I really count that or not. However, there is one thing I do need to check really quick. We are completely out of CO2. Um, One thing I might end up doing, because yeah, we have no CO2 and the temperature is actually rather hot right there. We are going to do this. I'm going to grab this, drop you there. Let's just put it like right here for right now, I suppose. Hey, good evening. We're going to do that. What's the temperature outside? 136. It is 135, 134. All right, so it is nighttime. So let's turn you on, and that'll pump CO2 into this pipe here, which will get cooled. And hopefully I can get our hydroponics bay cold, well, colder. And then I did make a little list of stuff that we need to do. So I need to build the second advanced furnace, melt waspaloy, and then make the hard suit. And then I'd like to move the hydroponics from here over into this room here and get this all set up and done. But yeah, we have the second advanced furnace right here. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the atmosphere from outside during the nighttime and pump it into here until it reaches about 50 MPa. Which realistically, I could probably just use this advanced furnace, but I'm going to need multiple advanced furnaces anyway, which is why I'm doing it this way. Let's see. Well, we have quite a bit of... Alright, so let's do this. Alright, that is dropping. And that's also dropping.
Hydration critical.
Alright, I'm going to have to fill up on water and food here pretty soon. I just want to make sure... Alright, and that's actually dropping quite nicely. Sweet, okay. Yeah, so then I'm gonna want to automate this too. So I'm gonna have to get another pipe analyzer, place it on this pipe here, and then once this pressure in this reaches a certain point, this will turn on, and so on and so forth. Granted, I might just have this turn on during the night. But I also need to be careful because I don't want it to overpressurize this pipe either. So now I'm going to have to figure that one out. Granted, this pipe can hold quite a bit, so I'm not too worried about it. .6, 40.5. All right, we're actually doing quite well. Sweet. All right. So that's going to do that. What I need for this... Let's see, electronic parts. All right, so let's grab some electronic parts. And one of my goals is to actually get enough oxygen in our base so I don't have to wear the suit anymore. All right, so electronic part. And then I also need to figure out, I think this is just glitched right here, but essentially it is very, very, very hot right here. So I need to figure out why that's happening because there's no leak or anything. I think it's just this furnace. That's my degassing furnace, so I'm going to have to probably put that somewhere else. Alrighty, so let's go over here. Place you. Welding torch and 5 steel sheets. Well, I have a welding torch. Question is, do I have 5 steel sheets? I got 4 steel sheets. Gosh dang it. I should have steel somewhere, I'd imagine. Yeah, there's some steel. Sweet. I literally just need one steel sheet, so... But I'm gonna have to make two, because I don't want to leave half a ingot worth in here. There we go. Alright, let's go finish building our advanced furnace. I'm also going to need some pipe and an active vent. Screwdriver. Sweet, alright, we have our temporary advanced furnace right here. So, yeah, realistically, what I'm going to do... Well, first off, alright, you're fine. You're actually cooling down quite a bit, which is good. So what if I do this? Drop that down really low. Ooh, speaking of dropping down really low. Alright, we do have a bunch of... Alright, we do have a bunch of water in here. Alright, so what if I do this? Alright, that's dropping rather quick, actually. Alright, and you are cold. Let's turn you on and do this. And that'll hopefully help cool this down.
Waste tank caution.
Alright, all that water is getting cooled down. How much water do we have in here? We have about 6.5 liters, so we have quite a bit of water, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, we have 0 water right now, so we're going to start struggling a little bit. Alright, that's dropping. Let's do this again. Get this down. Alright, that's actually dropping quite nicely. So yeah, I want to get all, not all the oxygen, but I want to start getting oxygen into the rest of our base here. But before I do that, I have to fix whatever's going on with this furnace over here. Speaking of, let's do this. So I need you. Put you here. I don't need this many pipe, actually, if I'm being honest. And I'm going to have to wait until the black hole drops again, so it's not nighttime. Let's see, I'm going to need this. We'll grab an active vent. I guess what I could do, what if I just use a passive vent instead of an active vent? I mean, I know it would take a little bit longer, but it might actually work pretty decently. Let's see here. So let's do it like this. Just do something like that. And then obviously I have to get power to this. Let's put the passive vent outside. Yeah, this is just a manual airlock for right now. I have it manual for a reason, because of what happened last episode. Oh, oopsies, over here. Alright, so we're going to do that. And then I want to get cladding up and running as well. Alright, we should be good. Open this door. Sweet. Alrighty. So now we need to hook this up to power. So the easiest way to do that is going to be to grab the wire cutters. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. I really don't need the data connected, but you know what? And then up we go. And we're just going to do this. Just so I can at least see that the cable. Alright, perfect. Before I do anything, it's 127 degrees still. So we're going to do this. And this is the input. Well, that's going to take a minute. Because I need 50 MPa in here. Alright, that's increasing, so I'm going to turn this off either way. So I guess what I could do is I could use the active vent. Which really, I just need a simple power switch. I think I have a console as well. So I think we can actually get this to do what I need it to do. So, okay, I'll probably put the active vent down here, the passive vent. It doesn't really matter where I do this.
Health low.
Yes, I know, health is low. Alright, let's do this. We'll just do something like that. This is more of a temporary thing anyways. We'll just put the active vent up top. Oh, we're almost out of power. That's not good. We are going through power pretty fast though, so I'm not too surprised. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to do this. Alright, actually, we're just going to do that right there. And then let's label this advanced furnace.
Air tank low.
Wait, why do I keep getting sucked over there? I gotta take a look at that really quick. Close you, turn you on. We can turn our light off since we're here. Perfect. Oh yeah, that's pretty warm.
Waste tank critical.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh, dang it. Our,
Air tank critical. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
there we go. I'm gonna have to go in there here pretty soon anyways. Alright, let's do this.
Air tank critical. Oxygen low. Oxygen
There we go.
critical.
Alright, we got some
Low
oxygen
pressure.
back. So yeah, now I need to hook this up. So what we're gonna do, we are going to do this. Hey, good evening. Okay, sweet. So that's hooked up to power. I gotta wait until nighttime, unfortunately, before I can. I'm gonna test that out because I can also just get rid of this pipe right here too. So we'll see. Once nighttime hits, we'll mess around with that furnace again. But I can't do anything until nighttime. I guess one thing I could try to do is, I was gonna say go out and mine, but that's gonna be a bit hard as well. Since this is gonna be my hydroponics, eventually I'm gonna get rid of all this. I suppose. I can just put like a fridge right here or something. I'm gonna have to organize this a little bit more, but right now my immediate concern is to get a hard suit. Okay, this has been going on for quite a while. Let's turn you off. All right, you're a steady 18 degrees.
Hunger critical.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till nighttime hits, but it is a kind of a nice temperature in there right now. So let's see, we have 11 liters in here. Let's turn you off. I still need this to get fairly cold, so we're gonna let that do its thing. And let's see, what else can we do while we're waiting? What do I need for Waspaloy? I need silver, nickel, and lead. So 50 silver, 50 nickel, and 100 lead, which I did preemptively put in here. So, okay. I do not believe I have silver, nickel. Oh, I do. Never mind. I don't think they're degassed. I could be wrong. Oh, here goes nothing. So we're going to grab the nickel, put that in here, and degas it. All right, so nickel is degassed. The silver is... Ooh. That was a fire. Uh-oh. Let's turn that off. You know what? I'm just gonna have to do this because I need this to not be an ingot. That's the problem. We lost a chute. Well, it's only a chute, so let's do this. I can make another one really quick. I need to figure out why that's doing that. All right, so we can do that. This is degassed, and then last but not least, we have lead, which I also need to degas. So we're just going to let that do its thing, and then we will have everything we need to make the Waspaloy. Why are you burning? Like, why are you doing that? Lead. That lead doesn't have let's see. Or nitrous. Oh, nitrous. That's probably why.
Health critical.
Well, I think that did a thing again, so we're gonna have to give another. Yeah, I'm gonna have to degas stuff at night just because. Oh no, we're good. It's almost completely dead though. That's fine. Okay, so that should be everything. So let's do this. All of this is degassed. So we're good there. You can do ingots as long as you have the right ratio. Yeah, no, I know that you can do ingots. My thing is that if you put an ingot in a furnace, it actually cools the gas for some really strange reason. All right, let's take your suit off. So we're going to do this and just kind of bask in here for a minute. Eat
Hunger
baked
caution.
potato. There we go. Alrighty. Our food is good, our water is good, and our health will increase. So we are pretty well good to go, which is fantastic. Actually, I might just leave you on just because. Sweet. I'm going to let our hygiene levels get up a little bit before I go out and do anything else, but we're actually doing pretty decent. I do need to get some more oxygen being produced, which we have quite a bit of oxygen, I'm not going to lie.
Power low.
All right, so let's turn this on, close our helmet.
Health low.
Yeah, health is fine. Alrighty. Is it nighttime? Wait a minute. It is nighttime. Oh, heck yeah. So, okay, alright, we're gonna do a thing. Do I have a console? I don't have a console. I don't really want to make another one. I guess I could just do this. Yeah, we're just gonna do this really quick. Because I literally just needed to power the advanced or the active vent. There, we're gonna do this. You know, I could have done this so much more efficiently, but you know what? Apparently I like to make things complicated. Okay, so this is going to read... Wait a minute. Gosh dang it. I need... Yeah, we'll do a logic switch. There we go. Alright, so this is going to read the logic switch. How fast can I click my mouse? Actually, I don't think I need the logic writer switch. You know what? Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll see if that does it. I might have to get another one, but that's fine. Oh, Jesus. Logic writer switch, and then this is going to do activate. Let's see. Activate. Oh. Maybe I don't even need that. Ooh, wait a minute. I need to do the right active end, don't I? There we go. Let's do this one. Grab you. Nothing's actually changing. What if I do this? Oh, wait a minute. That's probably it now. Oh, geez. Nope, that definitely worked. Okay, wow, that worked really well, actually. All right, now I just need to get 50 MPa pressure in here, and we'll be fine. So that's going to take a minute. Yeah, the logic rider switch actually works really well. All right, I didn't even need that. That's fine. I just have to make sure that the temperature is right. So let's do this for right now. Let's grab what we're going to need here. There's one. There's two. And there's... I need 2 thing of lead, don't I? Alright, I might actually have enough time. So we're going to go out on a very, very quick mining trip for a sec here. Alright, I need to find lead. So what we're going to do... Ooh, there's lead. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Alright, I don't see any more lead down here. There is a little bit of lead up here still. I literally just need 50. Oh, is that literally all the lead? Gosh dang it. Alright, we have 50 lead. Let's head back. There we go. Alright, let's close this door, turn this on, turn my light off. Alright, that's probably good. Now, I need to degas. Alright, so yeah, we're going to use this furnace over here to degas our ore, because there's a little nitrous oxide and lead, which I don't want to heat up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It might be degassed. Well, we're gonna try this. Alright, temperature's increasing. Let's see. I think we're okay. So, oh yeah, we're plenty good. I need 50 MPa of pressure. We're at 40, so we're actually doing quite well. I'm gonna close you for right now. Wait, how are you actually have a light turned on right now? Because you have no power. Alright, we're at 44. Ooh. Let's turn this on again. I need to automate that too, so at night that'll turn on. All right, we're at 47. $48. 100 MPA. And bam. All right, let's turn you off. And look what we got. We have everything we need to make the hard suit. Frick yeah. Okay, that's awesome. So yeah, let's make the hard suit really quick. So we're going to go over here. So steel, stellite, and astraloy. Oh. Let's see, where's all the steel at? Well, why did I turn you off? There we go. Alrighty, and there's the hard suit. We are, in fact, making it. And then we'll make the hard suit helmet next once the actual suit itself is done. Sweet. So we are actually doing quite well. Let's see, what are you at? You're at 193. Close you. Yeah, we're going to wait till this reaches 0. I need to automate this too, which I can easily do that. It's just going to take a minute. Oh, look what we got. And there's the jetpack. Sweet. Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, so we're going to take the hard suit into our hydroponics room because I can breathe in there. You know what I do need? I thought I had one. Let's see. Oh, I need a canister. Copper, steel, silicon. I could do a smart canister. I do need iron though too. All right, so there's the helmet. Let's do the jetpack really quick. Heck yeah. We are almost completely out of power right now. That is a problem. All right, you're almost done. You know, that's not really dropping in temperature, is it? I guess it is very, very, very slowly. All right, yeah, that's going to take a minute to get that cooled down. That's okay, though. So what we can do is we'll put you there, and let's head into our hydroponics room here. Okay. So what we're going to do... Bam, bam, bam,
critical.
bam.
Power critical. Filter critical. Power low.
All right, and we're going to swap our helmet out. Awesome.
Jetpack critical.
Oops, let's do this. And this is empty. Sweet. We have the hard suit now. So we're actually doing pretty well. Now, if I can just keep from breaking the suit, that would be even better. Okay, so I'm not going to eat right now. What I do want to do... Oh, oops. Let's do this. Alright, so we've unlocked the hard suits, so that is phenomenal. I need to put this somewhere. I don't really know where to put this. Oh, we have a solar storm. We'll just put the hard suit or the normal suit in a locker for right now. Yeah, we'll just do that. That'll work. What else am I able to make here? The Icarus helmet, the Icarus suit. I need to do a playthrough on Icarus too. Icarus is pretty sweet. Ooh, sensor lenses. These would actually be very useful. Silicon and Inconel. What do I need to make Inconel? I need 100 gold, 25 steel, and 25 nickel. Or no, sorry, 100 gold, 50 steel, 50 nickel. So that's actually very possible. Now, the downside is I just need to heat this up a little bit, which actually I can use this to do this one. Yeah, that'll work, no problem. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go out on a mining run at some point, which we will do once the solar storm is done. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we are going to focus on trying to get our hydroponics room up and running. Now, I don't really need any of... We're gonna do that. All right, and we're going to push all the gas out. So we're just going to do that. It did what I needed it to do. And then, yeah, we're going to get rid of all this. And I need to figure out exactly how I want to do our hydroponics room. Because I need to get our CO2 pipe that way. I need to get our coolant pipe, which I'm not really sure where I want to place it. I mean, I'll figure it out. I'm not too concerned about it, but let's do this for right now. And then I'm going to do the longer pipes at some point as well.
Hydration critical.
I just want to make sure I have more than enough pipe here, which it looks like I do. So we'll have one pipe like this. This will be our CO2 pipe. So this will go like that. And then I need our coolant pipe, which is going to go along this side. Now, I would like to have it come right here. I guess if I do this, that's not really the worst thing. I'll just have to remove the walls if I want to do anything, which is fine. Alright, so we're going to have our coolant pipe here and our CO2 pipe here. Now, I'm definitely going to have to automate our CO2 collection in order to do this successfully, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. Before I do any of that, though, I need to get these up and running. So I need 4 pipe and a screwdriver. Okay. Well, I have 7 pipe. All right, and then I need Welding torch and 2 plastic sheets. Well, we have a bunch of plastic sheets. Alrighty. And then I need to hook all of this up. Crowbar and glass. Well, I can easily find glass, and I have a crowbar. I need to hook that up to power first. And the issue is I don't have any more. Ooh, actually, I should be able to do this. All right, we're gonna do this. 50, 50. Place you there. Place you there. And we're gonna make 100 heavy cable. So that's gonna be a minute. That's okay though. It is nighttime again. All right, the temperature's dropping fairly fast. I'd appreciate if this got to 0. So I can at least get this temperature down. Because we have 5.5 liters in there. That's not going to be enough. Okay. This should be empty or almost empty, so that's going to take a minute. So, yeah, I just need heavy cable right now. Alright, that's slowly dropping. Let's see where we at. We're at 13 is all. I kind of wish there were mods or something that you could put in here to increase like the efficiency of some of these printers. Like little upgrades or whatnot. Alrighty, so alright, we're gonna connect these like so, and I need more cable. I don't think 8's gonna be enough, but could be wrong. Alright, that connects those. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to do the same thing over here too. Uh-oh. I might have stopped. I did. Okay, there we are. Sweet. All right, so that's hooked up. This one over here is not, so I have to do that before I do anything else really quick. And we're just going to do this too. Because I think I did this with our other ones as well. And then we'll connect it right there. Do that. Do that. Alright, let's see. Before I finish this up, what's this temperature at? 5 degrees? Alright, let's do this. Sweet, alright. Advanced tablet. You're at 217 degrees Celsius. You are dropping very, very slowly, aren't you? Let's see, what are you set at? About as low as you can go. All right, I'm gonna have to try to figure out an easier way to cool this. I guess I could try to use phase change. Well, it also doesn't help that it's getting warmer outside. Oh, there goes my tablet. Um, you know what would be beneficial? Yeah, I don't have enough iron. Or I do have enough iron. Let's see, I need to degas this. Which I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that advanced furnace got, or not the advanced furnace, but that active vent got toasted. We'll just let you do your thing really quick, because once you are degassed, I'm going to throw you in here, smelt some iron. I guess I could get a centrifuge as well. Alright, so you should be completely empty. I was looking to phase change on Vulcan. Intermediate devices, 3 counterflows, 30 utility gas. Dang. Yeah, like I said, I need to mess around with phase change a little bit more. Like, I want to use it, absolutely. Alright, let's do this. So what do I need? I need the hand drill. And then I need an angle grinder. Wire cutters. And last but not least, the hand drill. Beautiful. Alright, so let's go put this in... Well, the advanced furnace itself will go in this first locker here. No. This locker. This will go there. Sweet, okay. Then I'm going to have to go outside and grab the 2 vents. But that should be okay. Alright. Was literally one short.
Hunger caution.
That's hilarious. Alrighty. Perfect. So let's take a look. I do need to finish these doors here because I'm going to want to separate those atmospheres, at least for the time being. I don't have any glass, do I? Alright. So I need 2 glass sheets. Beautiful. Alright, we have another airlock up and running. This is for hydroponics. Takes time to get whatever gas you want to convert to liquid. However, it's very powerful at ripping out heat from it. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to mess around with it because this system works-ish, but it's not particularly great. But it does what I need it to do when I need to do it. So I guess I can't complain too much, but... And my battery life is kind of low here. Yeah, I would need to get this temperature down to 50, and that's gonna take a minute. Need more solar. Yeah, I know. Which I do have quite a bit of solar. It's not really the solar. I just need more batteries, which, let's see, what do I need to make some more batteries? Let's see, 20 gold, 20 copper, 20 steel. So, where's all the steel I got? Oh, it's all going to be in here, isn't it? I need steel, so I'm going to have to go out on a quick mining trip. What is the temp outside? Yeah, it's slowly increasing. I might be able to get away with a quick mining trip really, really fast. I'm just doing stationary batteries right now. I will switch to large batteries at some point. But right now, stationary batteries are a little bit easier to... Oh, Jesus. I forgot I had the hard suit on. Also, our oxygen tank is getting rather low. Oh boy. There's lava right there.
Air tank low.
Yes, I know the air tank's low. Alright, what do I have here? So let's merge this. Let's put you there. Let's merge you and put you there. I also need copper too, so we're gonna grab as many of these resources as I can. That's one reason I really like Vulcan, is just all the freaking resources everywhere. Alright.
Waste tank caution.
That's not good. Bam. 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 Put you there. Alright, we'll do this. Alright, let's do that, and I need to get back. There we go. Alright. Sweet.
Air tank critical.
Yeah, we're just going to do that for a minute. Let's close this. We'll turn you on. Alright, perfect. Smart canister. Yeah, I need to make a smart canister. I do need one more thing of iron. Alright, this is looking good in here. We're going to merge you. We're going to put you in our inventory. Let's see. Gold, copper, and steel. Alright, so I technically have... Alright, we're just going to do this. Yeah, that's going to take a minute. That's okay. Sweet. We're going to put all the degassed ore into the furnace here. Sweet. So this will give us our steel. Now I need copper and gold. Now we have more than enough gold.
Health critical.
All right. Sweet. Steel done.
Hunger critical.
All right, I'm gonna have to go eat some food, drink some water here really quick. All right, and this temperature is holding quite nicely. Sweet. All right. Before I do anything else, we are going to eat some food, drink some water. And then I need to program our hard suit as well. Do not vent gold. Yes, I am aware. And mainly, I can't vent gold during the day. I can vent gold at 9. That's no big deal. Alrighty, so there's that. We're just going to put you right there, and let's plant another seed. There we are. Awesome. So we're going to sit in here for a minute, let our hygiene levels increase again. Looks like we have a constant... We're at 11%, 24.5 degrees Celsius. We have quite a bit of oxygen in here, so we're actually doing quite well. Now, I was going to break this room here and expand the rest of this, but I need to actually kind of remodel this anyways, which is why I want to get all of our plants from here into that room over there. Alrighty, our hygiene levels should increase here pretty soon. Maybe, maybe not. And then at some point, I would like to get like a shower and stuff too, and have like a proper quarters. Come on, hygiene. Hygiene is increasing, mood is increasing. I wish it would give you like a meter or something here. That would be convenient. Just says hygiene is increasing, doesn't say anything else. Which is fine, I suppose.
Power low.
Well, on the plus side, we did get food and water in us, so we're going to be good for at least a little bit. Alrighty, power's doing decent. Yeah, I just need to get some more. Alrighty. Let's close you off. That should hopefully start dropping. And I should have everything I need to make some more batteries here. Alright, and a stationary battery, here we come. So let's swap the recipe so it doesn't create more than one for right now. Sweet, and so far so good. Let's do that, conserve at least a little bit of power. Alright, daylight is dropping. Fairly fast actually from the looks of it. Yeah, I really need this to cool. So I'm definitely going to have to start messing around with phase change. Speaking of phase change, I can technically, well, not really, it doesn't have anything to do with phase change, but since I have this airlock set up, I can start working on this. Now, it's going to be very similar to how I have our other hydroponics room over here. So I'm thinking what I'll probably do is have a bunch of pipe strung across here and just have a shiz ton of radiators. Probably the easiest way to do this is my best guess. Let's see. Let's do that. All right, we're going to keep a couple of pipe just in case. So, alrighty. What we're going to have to do... Yeah, so this is going to be my coolant slash CO2 pipe, which means I need the digital valve, some pipe. And I'm actually using this to cool down our water. So I was going to use this to just cool down our hydroponics room, which I could easily do that. Yeah, we're just going to do that for right now. So, okay. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a similar setup to how we have it in our other room over there. So we're going to have the digital valve. 1, 2, let's get rid of some of this. It doesn't really matter how I do this either. Which I guess realistically I could have this pipe hooked right like this. That would also work. I'm just trying to see how I want to do this. And then I don't really need this pipe, but for right now I can do it this way. Oops. Then we can do the turbo pump right here with the vent right there. I guess the only down... Nope. Nope, we have lights in the middle here, so we'll be fine. We should have another battery, shouldn't we? Speaking of battery, I'm going to have to get a frame. All right, perfect. All right, we're going to move our laptop to over here. That's fine right there, I suppose. All right, let's grab a frame really quick. And then I already have steel sheets on me, so we'll be fine there. Let's see, will that actually let me... Oh, it does. Perfect. Sweet. Alrighty. Perfect. And then a screwdriver. Oops. I meant to do this. Nice. Alrighty. So then I can turn you on, and then once we have daylight hit again, we will have these charging. So yeah, hopefully that'll provide us with quite a bit of power here. That would be actually really nice. Okay, I need a passive vent. I do need a turbo pump. Oh crap. Gosh dang it. Yeah, we'll just do something like that. I'm just going to keep that vent on for right now. Okay, so the vent right there, radiators right here, volume, or a digital valve right here. Back, internet dropped. Oh, your internet dropped? Yeah, my internet's been having a couple of issues the last couple of days, but I'm pretty sure it should be fixed by now. Okay, so yeah, what I really want to do is I want to start getting rid of all this stuff. And most of this I can reuse. So I might just make new stuff here. Like a turbo pump, digital valve, some radiators. I could even... Oh, yeah, your internet. No, what I was saying is the last couple of days my internet's been kind of going in and out. It's been really bizarre. Okay, so let's see. Digital valve, copper, steel, and Invar. Which, yeah, we'll get rid of all this for right now. Invar is right there. Let's put all of this just in here for right now. We'll just do that. There we are. All right, so that's a digital valve, and then I need a turbo pump, which is gold and electrum. Sweet. All right, so we're going to do something like that. The turbo pump, doesn't really matter how I do it. I guess we can do it like that. Sweet, okay. Actually, I already have cable coil on me, don't I? So I can do this. Perfect.
Air tank low.
Sweet. All right, nice. That'll work nicely.
Air tank critical. Jetpack critical.
Oh, crap. Did I seriously just do that again?
Jetpack critical.
Well, we have Thankfully, I mean, eventually I'll get all the CO2 out of there. Gosh dang it. I meant to
Air
do
tank
that.
critical.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of CO2 in there. That's fine. That's what a CO2 filter is for. Speaking of CO2 filter, let's see. Ooh. I can make some heavy filters. This will be nice. Because these filters will last me a good long while, which is going to be fantastic.
Air tank critical.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep doing that. All right, we are almost out of power. Granted, we've actually been doing pretty good on power. I think I just needed more batteries. All right, and that is just about done. So we are going to do this. All right, perfect. Actually, one thing we're going to do. Let's do this. Programmable chip. I need gold, steel, electrum, and solder. Let's just do this. There we go. So gold, steel, electrum, and solder. Gold, steel, electrum, and solder. Perfect. So we are going to put this in our hard suit, which I do have the code saved. I made the code quite a while ago in one of my other playthroughs, so I should just be able to copy it and paste it in there. Should work just fine. On the plus side, it is daytime, so we're going to see if I can get all 4 of these batteries filled with the amount of solar panels we have. If not, I'm going to have to get some more solar panels, which will be fine. I can always get more solar panels. All right, so let's grab you. It is kind of hot in here, isn't it? Here, yeah. Where's my? Oh, there it is. All right, edit. We're gonna clear this. So library. Here's the solar panels, satellite dish, suit control. So yeah, alias suit DB, helmet D0, start, open, closed, open. Yeah, so basically it's like my typical setup here. Filtration, air release, and then the suit on. So that's power. All right, let's do this. Let's export. We'll put you there for right now. Now let's make sure this works. Sweet. And when I open the suit, the filter, the air, and the AC on turn off. When I close the helmet, they turn on. Sweet. So that actually worked fantastically. Alrighty, so we are about ready.
Hydration critical.
Hydration's fine for right now. I'm not too worried about it. 150. What's the temp outside? It shows that it's 1075 degrees out there. Ooh, that's warm. On the plus side, all right, those are turning. Those are tracking. All right, my only concern is that we might not have enough power. That's going to be a problem. So yeah, I might have to make some more solar panels here. Oh, that black hole does seem pretty low in the sky. That's not necessarily a good thing. What is this? I feel like this is steel. Oh, it's iron and silicon. That's right. I forgot I did that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a centrifuge. Which I guess I could make one. Iron and copper. So here's the copper. Where's all the iron? Oh, iron is right here. 3 iron. Oh, that's not enough iron. Well, let's see, what else do I have in here? I have lead. Gas. Throw you in there. Make me some iron. Alright. And centrifuge. Alright, let's do that. How's our battery doing? Okay, so they're actually charging quite decently. So that's good. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. Alrighty, so I think what we're going to end up doing is... I need to just have this pure CO2 in here. But I also need the temperature to hold. Alright, so... how much CO2 do we have in this pipe? We have quite a bit. We're actually doing decently, so that should start dropping. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to get this fairly low, and then I need to start diverting the CO2 over here. Particularly right here, though. Look at that. All of our batteries are almost completely charged. Except now it's nighttime, so now we're going to have some issues. Let's see. 158, 4.2, yeah. I need to focus on getting our water cooled off a little bit. Otherwise, we're going to have some heating problems again. So, okay, yeah, what I'm going to have to do is once this cools down, I'm going to divert all the CO2 into this room here. Now, the other thing we're going to have to do is obviously I'm gonna see if maybe I can't survive off of just one of these. I can always do both of them, but I need a way to cool down our water, and right now this is the only way I have. So I'm gonna have to get some more pipe and run pipe through here as well. Which what I might have to do is I'm not gonna have this. Hmm. I could always bump this over, then have our water come through right there. That could theoretically work. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's dropping quite nicely. Alrighty, so I think what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, I just need to fill that up with CO2 now and water. So, okay, we're gonna make a bunch of probably just liquid insulated pipe, I guess, is what we're gonna do here. Doesn't really need to be insulated, but you know what?
Power critical.
Let's see. Adhesive insulation. So half a steel and one silicon. So theoretically, if I do, well, because 1, 2 iron. Well, it'd be 1 iron. I'm trying to see if it's better to make a bunch of just normal pipe and then make this separately, or if it's just easier to make this, which is probably just easier to make this. Steel and silicon. Okay. What did we end at for? Yeah, we have plenty of power, I think. We should be fine power-wise. So, yeah, let's get rid of everything in here for a minute.
Health low.
Let's do. Yeah, so that's gonna make 3 stacks for us, so that should be good. Let's see. My mood is bad. My hygiene levels are bad. My suit is not doing good.
Hunger caution.
I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. We're having all sorts of issues right now. All right, so that's going to take a minute. Yeah, I need this to get to 50 degrees Celsius. Because we're about to drink another liter of water here pretty quick. One thing I would like to start doing is making some deep mining outposts. Before I do any of that, I want to actually get this full of oxygen. Let's see. Let's just turn this on right now. All right. Let's do that. That'll cool everything down a little bit. All right, that should be fine. It's going to raise that temperature quite a bit, actually. But this should be able to compensate, at least I hope. Oh, I know why that's happening. That's pulling in some pretty hot gas right there. I wonder... There's probably a way I can cool down this gas too, actually. Bet you I could figure it out, that's for sure. All right. So I think what we're gonna have to probably do, because water is gonna be the issue, especially over here. All right, our pipe should almost be done. I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should have our main power line like come through right here, because then I can put our coolant pipe here and our water line right here. Not that it really matters. I can always put our water line. I can put our water line here and our normal pipeline right here too. So there's a few different ways that I can do it. I just need this to cool down. All right, that's starting to drop, which is fantastic. All right, we still have about 10% CO2 in here. Sweet. So we're actually doing pretty decently, which is good. All right, and then this is actually fairly cold right now too. So sweet. Okay. So yeah, what I need to do now. Oh, I forgot I did the define on that, which I'm gonna have to get some CO or a gas sensor in here as well. All right, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get more solar panels. All right, that's gonna be our first step right now is to get more solar panels. So I need you, you, and you. There's quite a bit of pressure in there, isn't there? All right, so this will make a few solar panels for us. Yeah, I really want to pump some more CO2 into that room right there. But we are running very, very low. Oh, we almost have too much
Airtime critical.
There we go. All right. All right, we have one solar panel, so we're going to be able to make quite a few solar panels here. So this will be good. Okay. All right, I'm going to try something. Let's disconnect this. And we're going to do this. All right, so let's turn you. Let's close this.
Hunger critical.
All right. Oh, crap. Oopsies. Okay, I don't have any pipe on me. Grant, I can use this pipe here. Gosh dang it.
Health critical.
We're going to do that for a minute. There we are. Okay, let's eat some food, drink some water. Oh no. Well, we ran out of power and now I'm stuck in here. So on the plus side, this is gonna force our hygiene level up. Heavy later. What do you mean heavy later? Oh, like heavy solar panels? I guess I could make heavy solar panels. I completely forgot about that.
Health low.
Copper, steel, electrum, astraloy. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start making some heavy solar panels. Yeah, we'll be fine. The black hole's on the rise, so I'm not too worried. But this will help our hygiene levels anyways. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I forgot about heavy solar panels. No, we will absolutely start making heavy solar panels. That'll be good. Because then we won't have to worry about storms and stuff either. Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. Sweet. Let's continue making this. Give me the food. Give me the food. All right, we're going to top off our water. Awesome. All right, so food is good, water's good, health is going to be good.
Waste tank caution.
I can fix the waste tank. There we go. All right. For heavy solar panels, what do we need? Well, I made 4 normer. Jesus, I can't talk. Solar panel, heavy, electrum, and astraloy. Yeah, we're going to start making heavy solar panels here. So I can make 2 heavy solar panels. Okay, that's going to be fantastic. Let's see. Let's do. Ooh, wait a minute. 5, 10, 14 glass sheets. Then I can make 15, so that'll work out. Yeah, I think that's the only downside is it's because that black hole seems a lot closer, so I wonder if we're in the middle of summer right now. Because it is we'll call it 1100 degrees Celsius outside. So it is fairly hot out there. Yeah, I need to get that. Okay, so I also need to make another passive vent. So we're gonna grab you, throw you in there, which I technically have a passive vent outside, but I don't really want to have to go grab it right now, especially when it's 1000 degrees Celsius out there. That is a little warm. All right. There's that. All right, almost done. So then what we're going to do is we are going to do... Apparently not that. That's fine. Let's see, what's the temperature?
It's 52 degrees right now.
Nope, I was not asking you. That's hilarious, because I didn't even say Siri. Alright, so temperature's dropping. I'm going to wait until this gets a little bit lower, because then I'm going to be able to put it in here. Right, it is 44.5 degrees. So yeah, it's going to be a little hot in here. That's fine. Alright, well, we're going to let that cool off. Let's get all that out of here. That looks good. Let's open this up. I really want to go outside, but I also don't want to go outside right now either. Alright, we have heavy solar panels. That is beautiful. Now, if I go outside, I'm going to kind of burn myself to death because it is very, very, very hot out there right now. So, we're just going to hang in here for a minute. I guess what I can do... We can do that. Let's make another passive vent. Beautiful. Sweet. There we go. All right, what's the temp? 32.3. You know, given the fact that it's 1000 degrees Celsius out there, or it was, this is actually cooling down quite fast. Yeah, so let's do this. We'll just keep this in here. And turn on. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is I'm going to put this on this side. This will go on this side. And I'm going to use these ACs as our coolant line, which should actually work. I mean, cooling the water is going to be a bit tedious, but if I can figure out phase change, then I can just use phase change to cool the water. But I just want to be able to get enough CO2 in here in order to start getting switching our plants from that room over to this one. So that's going to be my main goal for a while here. But that is actually dropping quite fast. Which there is something I kind of want to try. So let me do this for a sec. Because I would need another pressure regulator. Do I have another pressure regulator? I don't. Iron, gold, and copper. I think all the iron I had. Gosh dang it. I guess I could do this. I don't really want to place that right there, though. Gosh dang it. Why does this have to be so big? Or I could just put it right here. You know what? We're just going to do this for right now. I need steel sheets in my right hand. Welding torch and steel sheets. We're going to do this. There we go. All right. Now I just need to be careful to make sure I don't actually smack my suit into this, because that tends to kill me. Sweet. All right. Let's go outside. We'll place the solar panels out there. We are running low on power. Actually, this will work nicely. So, yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And these ones, we'll just put these ones over here for right now. We'll do something like that. Oh! Alright, I'm gonna have to readjust those for a minute. These ones should be able to hook up no issue though. We're gonna do this. Alright, so this should definitely help. Welding torch. Now, the downside is I need to adjust our logic so I can account for heavy solar panels. Alrighty. So let's grab you. Let's put you there. Let's import, edit. All right, so we're going to do define heavy solar panels. Which will just be like that. Okay. So we're just going to do this. Oops. Crap. All right, let's see if that'll work. Export, put you there. Okay. Oh, heck yeah. Sweet. We've programmed both our normal solar panels and our heavy solar panels. And these are all at 100% health. So yeah, what I'm going to have to do is once I get the centrifuge up and running, I'm going to recycle all the solar panels and then we'll just focus on heavy solar panels. Because yeah, it's going to be a little bit tedious having to deconstruct and reconstruct all the solar panels because I'm not going to use duct tape. Deconstructing and reconstructing just is a little bit easier. But our solar panels are all programmed correctly, so that's fantastic. Alrighty, so let's see, where are we at here? Alright, that's actually dropping quite fast, considering how much water we have in there. We still have 3 liters in there, so... And that's dropping, so this is good. If I do this. Yeah, we'll do that for right now. Did I suck all of... Oh. Well, that's not good. Oopsies. I did a thing. Gosh dang it. Well, that's fine. Good thing that we have some radiators. Steel, electrum, gold. Yeah, okay. Gosh dang it. So, yeah, let's grab radiator. Well, we're just going to do 3 radiators for right now. You sound like you're about to blow up. Yeah, we're going to do this. Okay. So, one thing I need to do... Oh, that's what I was going to get the pressure regulator because I wanted to try something here. What we're going to do in the meantime is let's turn this on. Gosh dang it. Well, crap. Now there's literally nothing to do but wait. Yeah, we're definitely having some power issues. I'm hearing some creaking. I wonder if it's this pipe right here. Yep, it was. Gosh dang it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure something out there. Okay, I think I know how I'm actually gonna fix that. Because this is really frustrating me right here. So I think I'm gonna have to obviously repair this pipe, but I'm gonna have to merge these two pipes.
Hydration
Okay,
critical.
I have an idea. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do that with all these. When is the black hole rising? I need power. I don't have power. You know, I should turn my light on so you guys can actually see. So if I go in here, I'll be fine. The downside is I won't be able to come back out. But I also don't really want to go in there now because of this. Okay, I need to not have a crowbar. I need to remedy this really quick. Wait a minute. Something broke. What pipe? Oh, this pipe broke. Well, okay, I'm gonna have to do that either way. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're actually fine. At least for right now. I'm gonna have to get more pipe. But what? Ooh, actually, we're gonna dismantle this pipe here for a minute. All right, we are going to. Yeah, we're gonna do something like that. That'll make that a little bit better because then it'll suck everything up and cycle it, but then it'll push it all out when we're not using it. So that's going to be a little bit better. Then we're going to do the same thing right here. There we are. That'll prevent that from happening again. All right, now power, maybe. Sweet. We have got power, which means that I'm also going to have to do this to get rid of all of the stuff I don't want in here. Sweet, that's actually working quite fast. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do Alright, now I'm going to try my idea because I have a kind of have a way to try to cool that pipe down. Let's see. I need iron and oh yeah, that's right. That's what we were doing. I don't have any iron. That's why I wanted the centrifuge. All right, how hot? That is actually pretty warm. Let's turn you off. You know, I could use one of these regulators just to see if my idea will work. Let's do this for a minute. So I could do it like this would be a back pressure regulator. Yeah, let's do something like this. I do need more pipe. I just want to see if this will work. Do something like that. Do something like this. I need you. This is set at 500. Let's set this to 400. All right, that is dropping. That's increasing, unfortunately, but that's actually dropping fairly quick. So, I mean, this is definitely a way that I could do it, and then I could always just turn this off if I don't want to actually do that. Because I would probably just try to cool this down during the night. Yeah, why are you increasing? Maybe because it's so hot outside? I don't know. We are getting a lot more power though, so this is good. All right, we're just going to turn this on for right now so that I can start to cool this pipe down. On the downside, I'm not gonna be able to turn this on anytime. Why is that turned up? Oh, it's linked to that one. That's why. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, we are pretty close to calling the episode here. So I didn't really do a whole lot. The main thing we did is we got the hard suit. So that was pretty fantastic. We are able to fly around faster, and hopefully I don't, break her suit on a locker or anything anytime soon, because that's been annoying the last couple of episodes. I've actually done that. What I'm trying to do here is I have like a little cooling loop. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to wait till nighttime hits, which is actually gonna be pretty soon, but then this should cool down quite a bit here. And this is actually dropping in, which means that this should start cooling down here pretty quick. I want to make sure this is actually working before I end the episode, but we're slowly getting everything ready to move our plants from this hydroponics room over to this guy over here. I just need to better cool this down and make it a little bit more efficient than what it currently is, which we're slowly getting there. All right, so what if I do this?
Hunger caution.
All right, that is dropping. Sweet, and all of our batteries are almost completely charged. Our solar panels are actually doing pretty well. The downside is I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more batteries, but we should be fine. All right, you are dropping 230. What if I do this?
Health low.
Health says 75%. We're fine for right now. There we go. That's starting to drop. That's nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get this cooled down completely, which shouldn't be too difficult, especially once this gets down low enough. I should be able to start cooling this down quite a bit. Once this is cooled down, I'm gonna start flooding this room with more CO2. Speaking of, I keep forgetting to turn this on to get this colder, this water here. Which we're slowly getting there. I still have about 3 liters in there, so I'm gonna have to drink some water, eat some food here pretty quick. But I'm hoping, at least in the next episode, to get this room up and running. It's mainly just getting the CO2 in there. I'm gonna try to see if this will actually work. Because if I can keep this pipe cold, then everything, I should be able to fill up that room fairly fast. On the plus side, it is actually dropping, so it's just going to take a minute because the rest of these coolers have to heat up. The downside is that it's going to eat through our power fairly quick, but so, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to focus on the next episode, is mainly getting that room up and running, because then once I get everything out of here, I can start expanding our base in this direction. And my main goal, at least right now, is to pressurize the rest of our base here so I don't have to worry about wearing a suit all the time. Not that it's the worst thing in the world, but
Airtight critical.
it would be kind of nice not to have to deal with that.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
There we go. Perfect. Yep, it's slowly dropping. Very slowly. Alright, let's turn you back on. Oh, oops. We'll just keep you on. I was actually doing what it needed to do here. We turn you off. Just do that for a minute, maybe. Try to get this as low as I can. Well, and this is actually something I might mess with in between episodes, just to get the temperature down in some of these pipes, and then to fill that room up, because right now that's like 200 degrees Celsius in that room. So I'm gonna probably mess with this in between episodes, and then, like I said, in the next episode, I want to get the hydroponics room over here up and running and start expanding this way. But my main goal, like I said, is going to be to pressurize our base here with oxygen, so I no longer have to wear my suit inside. And then I can focus on doing the outside of our base with cladding and stuff. And I would like to get a couple of deep miners going as well, so we can work on just getting infinite resources and not have to worry about going out and mining all the time. Granted, on Vulcan, there's access to a lot of resources, so I'm not too worried about it. But I think I'm going to call the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching.